Hi, my name is Linda Fitch, and I do personal coaching. I'm a trainer, and I'm also a presenter. And this week has blown me away. What I have learned and the benefits that I've received are almost indescribable because there's so many of them. Some of the things that I have learned include not only what I'm watching, but all the training that I've had from Michael, then what to watch for and when to watch it. And it took all the places where I get confused, and it just put him in a cemented fashion of what to look for and when to look for it. I'm walking away with so many skills.
Hello, my name is Kashi. I'm an Intel Fellow and the General Manager of the Windows OS Division at Intel Corporation. Perception Camp is the first class that I took with Michael Grinder. Coming into the class, I knew this was a class targeted towards a very advanced audience in nonverbal communication. And really I had no idea what I was getting into. It's been an amazing learning experience for me. At the end of the 5 days, I've learned a lot about the vocabulary of nonverbal communication, the tools and the techniques, but the whole framework of the class has further enabled me to get a much better understanding through the multiple segments of videos that Michael walked the whole class through. But more so actually in the peer group and listening and having the availability and learning from my peer group was very key in helping me get to a next level of understanding. That was very valuable. At the end of the 5 days, I am actually able to, at this point in time, look at video clips of my own presentations and in a very clinical and analytical way, understand the pieces that I'm doing really well and the pieces that I need to do better at. That's been an amazing learning experience for me. Thank you, Michael.
Hi, my name is Tanya Thompson, and I specialize in organizational development, coaching, and facilitation, team building. And this last week has been fantastic, full of packed gems that I can use for my business and my professional development. And some of the benefits that I'm taking away with me is having the opportunity to work with a group of professionals to deepen my own understanding, being able to differentiate clearly between data and interpretation, and of course the magnificent coaching of MG Michael Grinder to help deepen my understanding of how I can personally develop and create better results.
My name is Per Klerestam. I'm a project manager, business consultant, coming from Sweden. My benefits from this course, foremost all the people that you meet, and then getting to pick Michael's head on non-verbal communication. That is the big thing. And for me, learning what I've learned is a lot about other people and the behaviors, and also about my behaviors and myself. And that, bringing that together, that's what communication is all about for me. So that'd be great.
Hi, my name is Anu Krishnaswamy. I'm a shamanic practitioner and a technical consultant, so I bridge a couple of different worlds. And this perception camp has been intense in the best way possible. It really gave me a map for when to use science and when to use art in communicating with people, whether it's individual communication professionally and personally, or whether it's in a group or in a classroom situation. And all those situations can really confound you when you try to apply a rote method across the board. So it's a nuanced thing, and I never learned how to do that anywhere else.
I'm Kendall Zoller, and I work as a consultant for my own company, and what I do is work in leadership and communication, how to run effective meetings, how to deal with conflict in organizations, and just a whole lot of work around communication and leadership. And what I found working with Michael over the past 22, 23 years is that from the very beginning everything changed. And it was how I worked with people, how getting people to work with each other, and what I've really walked out with here is just some additional understanding, some additional applications for the current work that I do to be more effective and to help make a difference in what it is that people do in their lives.
Hi, my name is Susie Smith, and I've just attended this perception camp for 5 days. I work as an NLP trainer internationally and as a coach and consultant to individuals. And I studied with Michael over 15 years ago to learn the skills that we've been refining and honing in on in this perception camp. I was totally delighted with how much of what I had learned before I still remembered and was using a bit, and how much more is possible since I work with culture. We've talked a lot about how to analyze the culture, how important the culture is, and it's really brought home to me how much I need to pay attention to where I am training and what the norms are of the culture before I open my mouth to speak. So it's been a real refreshing, delightful 5 days.
Hi, my name is Richard Anderson. I'm an educational trainer and consultant. This last week has just been fantastic. I've learned so many skills which enabled me to communicate better with individuals, with pairs, in the training room with a whole training room full of people. And perhaps even more importantly, has given me the ability to understand the group dynamics that are happening and how in the training or communication moment, if it's a one-on-one or a one-on-two, I can adjust to meet their needs better. So that's so exciting for me. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Michael.
So I'm Jessica Becker, travelled here from Sweden. One of the best decisions I've made in a long time. I'm a manager, plus since the last 4 years I've been doing coaching, management coaching, training, and I also do lectures. And I'm using a lot of Michael's work, according to the non-verbals, which I love, in my management techniques. So this was the next step for me, and it's been a roller coaster, a fantastic roller coaster. And one of the greatest benefits for me is to be surrounded about 20 other people that I can look up at. They've been in this field or other fields for years and years, and there's so much competence that I can learn from every day, and that's something that I miss. And everybody's interested in the same thing. Plus having to study things over and over again, learning the vocabularies, making them real, making them fit me, and that's very important for me, that I'm congruent in what I'm doing. So I need to practice, and this camp has really made me practice.
My name is Calvin Detloff, and I'm a college student. What I walk away with this class is a better understanding of how people function, what they do to see how they function, so I can interact with people that might have been more complicated to interact with before I took the class.
My name is Kate Neal, and I am a long-term educator for all grade levels. And currently, in my current position, I work with our more challenged teachers, coaching them to increase their classroom effectiveness. So, several things I take away from camp. The first thing is the power of observation. I have intensely increased my ability to watch for smaller movements and changes in the communication style of individuals. Now, for me as a classroom coach and observing teachers, this benefits my work hugely, and then conversely the work of my teachers. If I can watch without intervening and really watch for what the strengths are in that teacher and what their baseline is, or where they move from naturally, I can work with them to increase their effectiveness. So that's one thing. Another thing that I take away from camp is learning how to balance my general intuition, what I generally rely on in my work with teachers, with my observational skills. So that keeps me from jumping to conclusions, so I can take more time and, once again, help my teachers support children in their educations.
My name is Josef Hamm, and I'm basically coming from Germany. What I do as my profession is I do business coaching, especially for leadership. The benefits I take away from this course are, first of all, meeting very interesting people from all over the world and learning quite a lot about nonverbal communications, which I may use in my professional field.